Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Kia Niro on a 71 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. There's a lot of extras to run through on this vehicle, as you'll see, but starting from the outside of the car, we have the alloy wheels, tinted windows. It is, of course, as you can see, a 5-door car. We're going to start off inside the boot area of it first of all. As we approach the back of the vehicle, you can see we have reversing sensors, loads of boot space as well, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see the wheels and bodywork are all in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so we're going to hop in and do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with our dials. Over on the right hand side, you can see the speedometer for the car. In the centre, the total miles, they are 12,456, so very low mileage. Also in that section, just to the left of the total miles, it will show you what gear this car is in. Of course, it's got an automatic gearbox, so we are in park at the moment, and I'll show you the gear lever, or dial in this car's case, when we get to that section. Above that, we have a trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed in that section for various different bits of driver info. There are other menus available that run along the top as well. All of which are accessed using the buttons on the steering wheel just here. We also have cruise control over that side as well. On the left hand side, we have stereo and phone controls, including voice activation just there. And behind the steering wheel, we have the paddle shifters as well. Into the center, we have the main touchscreen for the car. So lots going on up on here, as you can see. One of the things that you will see there is the satellite navigation. It's a really nice clear color display. It's all touchscreen. Very, very easy system to use ultimately. Below the screen itself, we do have some physical buttons. So you can access the menus that are labeled from here, should you wish to. So for example, you could access your radio, or you can come back up to here and use the touchscreen. So you'll see on this screen that we're on at the moment, we have our navigation. We have the ability to pair our phone. When it comes to audio in this menu, we have the radio. So you can tap radio just there, or press the button I mentioned just a moment ago. We have DAB, FM and AM radio available down here. If you want to listen to your own music, come back to the home screen, and there's a number of ways you can do that. So if you hit media, you will see we have the radio. We've also got Bluetooth audio, so you can stream your music wirelessly, USB input for both music and video. We have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, depending on the phone you have, of course. And you'll see just here, sounds of nature as well. And there's various different things that you can have up on here, and we can adjust the volume. You'll hear that playing into the car now. And again, back to the home screen. And you can swipe through to your second screen from on there as well. This vehicle also has a full color reversing camera with guidelines that show you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that's shown on the screen. So it makes it very easy to park, along with the parking sensors as well. Working our way down, we have the main physical controls I mentioned a moment ago. We also have climate control, so you can adjust from here the temperature within the car. Your adjustments will show temporarily on the screen. Everything that you adjust down here will show on the screen temporarily. So your temperature, your fan speed, your direction of the air just here. At the moment, the air conditioning is off. That button will turn it on, and it's on when that light shows, and it will stay on until you turn it off. Or hit auto. In doing so, the car, as you can hear, will now adjust the fan speed and direction of the air accordingly to maintain the temperature you've asked for. Any manual adjustment will allow you to override that and to put it onto your own settings. Down the bottom here, it will give you certain warning lights for if your passengers aren't wearing their seat belts. And underneath that section, we have a 12-volt charging socket, a USB input for your music, a USB charging socket as well, and then onto the section where we have the dial for the gears. So we're in park at the moment, which is this button. You have reverse, neutral, and drive, and then back to park from here. We have air conditioned, which is fantastic as we come into the summer, passenger and driver seats with 3 different settings, and heated seats with 3 different settings, again on both sides. Electronic handbrake with auto hold function. We can turn our parking sensors on and off. We have a heated steering wheel as well, which you can activate from here. And you can change the driving setup of the car depending on the road type and weather conditions and the way in which you want to drive the car. So if you press that button, you'll see the various different options available to you up on your dials. The last thing I wanted to mention is the sunroof. So we have a manual blind that you can open up. Of course, you can leave it like this, which lets in the extra light to the cabin area. But if you wish to, it is a sliding sunroof as well. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to run through is some of the paperwork we hold for the car. You can see the service book here with a service stamp for September 2022 in it. The V5 registration document, of course. We supplied this vehicle to its previous owner, who has then since part exchanged it for another vehicle with us. And as you can see, 2 remote keys just there as well. It's worth me pointing out that if this or any of our vehicles requires an MOT at the 6th month period at the point at which we sell it, we will do that for you as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video walk around, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.